How strong is the US military in 2026? Like, truly? Like, with everything going on, across the world in the Middle East, the US is still, NATO's iron fist. Like, it is the spine of NATO. And, frankly, as a Brit, I need the US to be super strong just because, we don't know where the real threats are. We don't know what the future holds. Like, the West needs a strong US military. Like, is the funding still as strong as it was? Because I read articles about how people aren't enlisting as much as they used to, about how the militaries across the world are struggling to recruit because maybe it's salary, maybe people aren't as patriotic as they used to be, maybe it's, there's a million reasons. So I wonder if that has started to affect the military in terms of its active personnel.
History is full of powerful armies, but none have matched the global might of the US Armed Forces. Welcome to the world's most powerful military. The US military is led by its commander-in-chief, the civilian authority at the very top. The armed forces consist of 2,127,500 personnel. Of these, 1,328,000 are active personnel, while 799,500 serve as reserve forces.
That's a big number, 1.3 million active personnel. So that's soldiers at bases ready to go. Wow, look at that. Did you see that helicopter?
The US has 750 military bases worldwide and 170,000 troops stationed abroad. Let's look at the backbone of the US military, the US Army and its infantry. The US Army has 4,640 tanks.
4,640 of these.
On the front lines of battle, they smash through enemy positions and annihilate defenses.
But how did tanks fare against drones, though? Because drones, a high-powered drone, you could just send one right to the tank and, couldn't it just blow up the tank? Or are modern tanks equipped to deal with drones?
Are superior to every other land vehicle in cannons and machine guns.
Wow, that cannon looks ridiculous. Whew. You would not want to be on the wrong side of that thing. What would that do to a human body? Just vaporize it, probably.
The army fields 391,963 armored fighter vehicles.
Wow, 300,000? No, 400,000 almost.
They ensure the safe transport of infantry to the battlefield, providing both mobility and protection.
Dude, maintaining all of those, though, must be so expensive. It's a lot of hardware.
The army has 671 self-propelled artillery units. Their main role is to destroy targets up to 40 kilometers away that tanks cannot reach.
Wow, 40 kilometers away. But how accurate are they, though?
The army operates 1,212 towed artillery pieces. Their main role is to provide lethal fire support from the rear to halt enemy advances. Fire! 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 The army has 641 multiple launch rocket systems.
But those artillery weapons, how accurate are they? Because he said 40 kilometers. Can they really take out like a building, let's say, accurately from 40 kilometers away? That's insane.
Their main role is to annihilate enemy targets over a wide area by raining missiles upon them.
Jesus Christ. Wow. That thing is moving.
Next, let's take to the skies and explore the US Air Force, the pride of American air power. The
Is that
US
an
Air Force is the
F-35 or an
most
F-22?
powerful air force in history.
That's an F-20. That's an F-16, isn't it? That's an F-35. Wow, that vertical landing is so
It is a total
cool.
of 13,043 aircraft. The Air Force has 1,790 fighter aircraft. Their main role is to secure air superiority by engaging and destroying enemy aircraft. They can also strike enemy air defenses.
So much hardware, it's crazy. Dude, I still think the F-22 is the best fighter jet there is. It's just, for a plane that was made in the 80s, just not just the look of it, because the look of it is amazing, but just how stealthy it is, the maneuvers, it's ridiculous. But look at that! Look at this! Look at that! Look at the side profile. Absolutely ridiculous. The maneuverability is insane.
There are 889 attack aircraft.
Dude, they should call that thing the Shredder.
Their main role is to strike enemy positions and disrupt supply lines. They also destroy armed vehicles and naval targets.
Dude, the A-10 is unreal in terms of its longevity. Hasn't it been around since the 70s? Like the A-10. So it's almost 60 years old and it's still so effective. Wow.
The Air Force fields 918 transport planes.
Look at that big boy.
Their main role is to deploy troops and equipment swiftly across battlefields.
Dude, this thing is a unit, man. It looks like a passenger plane. Dude, running this whole military, no wonder it's so expensive, you know. Maintaining all of the hardware.
2,647 trainer aircraft prepare pilots for combat. They train fighter pilots to be fully combat ready and masters of their skills. .647 special mission aircraft serve unique roles.
This is for like radar, isn't it? Like reconnaissance, I think.
They carry out reconnaissance, surveillance, and electronic warfare with precision.
But how do they stay undetected? Because wouldn't somebody be able
They
to see
detect
it?
enemy aircraft, missiles, and other threats from extreme ranges.
Has to be really high up in the air, probably, to avoid being detected. Wow, look at that one. I've never seen that one before.
605 tanker aircraft provide aerial refueling.
Wow,
Their
that
main
one's
role is to
huge.
perform aerial refueling, extending the range and mission duration of other aircraft. The Air Force operates 5,843 helicopters.
These numbers are crazy.
Their main role is to transport personnel, cargo, and ammunition across the battlefield. 1,002 attack helicopters are ready for combat.
Ooh, is that the Apache? This is like a legendary helicopter, isn't it? It looks badass, man. With these like, what were these called? Machine guns? Are these machine guns? Whatever they are, they look cool.
Their main role is to destroy enemy infantry units and armored vehicles.
You would not want to see one of those coming your way. That would be a bad day.
Next up, we sail into the oceans to witness the formidable power of the US Navy. The US Navy fields 440 ships dominating the seas. The Navy fields 11 aircraft carriers. Aircraft carriers are mobile air bases, enabling air forces to operate in regions far from the shore.
Dude, that thing is huge. This thing is enormous. Now I get why the military budget is, what is it, like 800 billion a year? I get it. I get it. Like running all of this, maintaining all of this, keeping all the soldiers fed, salaries.
9 helicopter carriers support operations.
Yeah, look at that helicopter.
The helicopters on board can rapidly transport commandos and military vehicles to shore during amphibious assaults. 81 destroyers patrol the seas. Destroyers are armed with long-range missiles and advanced radars. They protect the fleet from enemy aircraft, missiles, and submarines. They can even intercept ballistic missiles outside the atmosphere.
Wow, look at that one. Look how angular this one is. How, like, you know, pointy and stuff. This looks like something out of Star Wars.
"26 literal combat ships enhance coastal security. They strike with speed and agility,
What is
engaging
that?
in surface warfare. They destroy submarines hidden under the water.
What the hell was that? Dude, that one was, it looked like a building underwater.
"70 submarines operate silently beneath the waves. Their main role is to strike enemy ships, submarines, and coastal targets while remaining hidden."
Dude, the way that one just came out of the water and then the rocket at the end started and it pushed off, that was so cool.
Eight mine warfare vessels secure vital sea lanes.
Mine warfare, okay.
These vessels undertake dangerous, highly specialized tests of detecting and neutralizing mines.
Dude, they've really thought of everything, has to be said.
This is the power of the US Armed Forces, unmatched, unstoppable, and ready for any battle.
Wow. Wow. Very, very impressive. I challenge anybody to watch this and just not be impressed at not just the size, but the variety of weapons, vehicles, aircraft. like, it's just almost endless. And the numbers of them are just insane. Like 4,600 tanks. Like, can you imagine, you know, a war? Like, imagine World War II, right? Could you imagine, like, seeing 4,600 tanks coming at you at like 30 miles an hour? Like those tanks probably could have ended the war by themselves. Like, just the tanks, not to think of all of the other, you know, vehicles, the ones with the rocket launchers at the back. I think they were called HIMARS. You know, not to think of the planes. I think the guy said, what, 5,000, no, I think it was 2,000 jets. You know, just the numbers are just mind-boggling. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and check out the video I'm going to link right here. See you there.